the day that South Africans understand that every time you guys think, feel, say, do something xenophobic, the colonists, they are twerking.
And another thing, when did we as South Africans stop being Pan-Africanist? Like, are we forgetting that we were literally the last African country to gain its independence?
Nothing, because they cannot even protect their citizens in Nigeria. But look at Ghana. I watched the video myself of a Ghanaian minister talking about the attack, condemning the attack. And he went on to say they've not recovered the body of any Ghanaian that have been unalived.
So this is a trending video of some group of South Africans basically harassing a Ghanaian in their country and asking that Ghanaian to go back to his country. It has actually sparked a lot of conversations, and even the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Ghana has spoken about it. It's sad that Africans we do this to ourselves, but I don't want to talk much. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Just give the video a thumbs up or click on the like button, comment, share. Let's go into the video.
Ghana's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Samuel Okudzeto-Ablakwa, has expressed deep concern over the safety and well-being of Ghanaians living in South Africa following the circulation of a disturbing viral video. The footage shows a group of South Africans confronting a Ghanaian man and questioning his right to remain in the country. In the video, the individuals demand that the man produces documentation authorizing his stay in South Africa while openly expressing hostility toward African immigrants.
This thing of you guys moving from one country to the other, it's no longer working. We don't want this as African people anymore. We are tired of seeing African migrants moving all over the world, refusing to fix your own countries. Now we're making it very clear to you guys, Utitina, we don't want you here. We want you to fix your countries. Now you came here with a traveling document, you came with a passport. You know that you are a visitor, but now you decided to come and integrate in our communities. You know very well that what you have done is wrong.
In a statement posted on X, Ablakwa disclosed that he has held a telephone conversation with South Africa's Minister of International Relations and Cooperation, Ronald Lamola. According to him, Minister Lamola assured that full-scale investigations would be conducted into the troubling incident. The foreign minister urged Ghanaians to remain calm and express confidence in Ghana's ability to protect and defend its citizens wherever they may be.
Dear South Africans, what do you guys really gain from practicing xenophobia? If you don't want foreigners into your country, then the best way is to stop them right at the port of entry. You understand? Right at the port of entry, you can talk to your immigration officers to stop any foreigner who is, coming into your country. They can send them back right from the port of entry. By granting them access into your country, then later try to hurt them or intimidate them, it's a no for us. There's a video circulating, a group of South Africans harassing, intimidating a Ghanaian brother. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. You always practicing xenophobia for years. You've been doing it for years. Always trying to attack foreigners, making life in your country. See, the best thing is you people should drop your ego, your pride, go find a better job in your own country. Go find a better job in your own country. It seems you feel so comfortable in your comfort zone. You don't have to work. Foreigners coming into your country, looking for the loopholes and making good use of time there. Then boom, you guys just get pissed off. If you don't want foreigners in your country, just stop them right at the port of entry. South Africa. Nanya brabo na edia. Nkobi beba South Africa. Amo baby and mama kase kwasia fu kru benya. See people.
I am a Ghanaian, and I grew up watching Serafina. When we went to school, we were reading like Susie Banze is dead. So I do understand this oppression system. The apartheid system. But as a black person coming to South Africa to make ends living, I'm coming to work. I'm not stealing. I'm not trying to harm anybody. I'm just doing my own business, right? And you come on the street to attack me just because I want to make a living. So, okay, let's use the same logic. Are you trying to tell me we should boycott MTN? Are you trying to tell me we should boycott Stembik Bank, like ShopRite? What else? DSTV in Ghana or in other African countries? What is wrong with some of you guys? Like, I mean, some South Africans. What is going on with you? What's the end game here?
And another thing, when did we as South Africans stop being Pan-Africanist? Like, are we forgetting that we were literally the last African country to gain its independence? Zimbabwe was independent before us, Malawi, Mozambique, all of our neighbors. So who do you think applied pressure on the apartheid regime? Who do you think made it difficult for the apartheid regime to just operate because they had all of our borders locked and loaded? It just like, I don't know, it feels like we're now turning around and saying F you to all the people that literally helped us get to the point that we're at now, just because we're the ones that have it sweet. I don't know. My question, guys, hey, don't fight me. My question is just, when did we stop being Pan-Africanist? When did we stop having the interest of Africans at heart? Or we're just happy with yes bus, no bus?
The day that South Africans understand that every time you guys think, feel, say, do something xenophobic, the colonists, they are twerking.
South Africans, you should go back to Cameroon where you come from. You came to Southern Africa and be giving our land to white people to own it, and be asking us Southern Africans for passport in our own land. Who does that?
6 feet under, boy. They are twerking in celebration because you are doing their jobs for them. The protection of their descendants and current occupants of their seats right now. They are winning because of the hard work they put into separating us and creating this rubbish tribalism and xenophobia that we now perpetuate. One man, not even one white person needs to be in the fucking room. Not even one white person. That is such an effective system, don't you guys think? Like, and then the logical fallacy of an argument that goes, no, but when they just get their payments illegally. Have you had to run from a side, like, because of needing refuge from your Western torn apart country that you can do absolutely fuck all about, but go to the one country that is under Western protection because it has white people in it? So you run. You get there. Now, as South Africans, we've gone to Home Affairs. We've dealt with the government face to face. As South Africans with IDs, citizenship, they make you go up and down and sit and photocopy and come and then just for you to get to the front of the line and they tell you, no, the system is down. Come back next week. What is someone with no citizen support, no citizen protection? What is that person going to do against that? What is that person going to do against that? When over and over and over, you're just told come back next week about the thing that you need to like have a safe life in the one place that is safer than your home. Do you think people would be here just in jail? Just in jail. And then the thing of criminals. South Africans are criminals. South Africans are criminals and the police still don't get them. Our fingerprints are on that system and still no justice. So what are you saying? Nothing. You're just xenophobic. Fuck. It's like, it's just so dumb on so many levels. It's just so stupid on so many levels. And this is not me saying, oh, let's just open the borders, but also it is me saying, let's just open the borders because the borders are white men things anyway. White men sat in Berlin centuries ago and cut up Africa as if it was a cake for them. And we now want to keep those cake slices because it's not anything logical. Because the logical thing to do for Africans is to lose these borders and become the UN of Africa, bro. Like, that is the way to save all of us. But no, xenophobia, colorism, texturism, fucking, oh my, like tribal, it's so dumb, and it's so frustrating because, like, who am I? Like, I know I'm just right. Like, I know I'm just right, ne? But like put me on TV, bro. I need to be the Dean Withers of Africa. Like, I need to be the Dean Withers of South Africa. Except, like, actually care about the people I'm talking about. I'm sorry, I just got really mad. I just got really mad. My bad. Actually, I'm not sorry. It's systematic injustice. Like, it's downright. That's what it is. Because when a European immigrant comes over here, they get their papers clean fast, quickly. God forbid the immigrant is a black person. And you guys are busy, Tutuzela, the Zimbabweans, Tutuzela, the Nigerians. It is the Europeans that are sucking the lifeblood out of your country and out of our economy. Like, it's immigrants in this country. Give back more to this country. Then, like, fucking, what's these people, more foreigners that are there down there in fucking Cape Town, who just happen to live in Camps Bay, so we leave them alone. And because they have the money, they can go and they can pay whatever they need to pay there at Home Affairs to get their shit done. God forbid you're a black person with no fucking money who's just looking for fucking amnesty, refuge. The people who need it the most are the people who can't get it. The people who absolutely should just go fucking home are the people who can just pay to get it quite easily and get it that day. It's systematic injustice, and I do not understand. As South Africans, we, like, if anyone were to understand systematic injustice, you'd think it'd be us. No, we are in fact the number one African perpetrators for xenophobia. Until you guys are willing to sit back and understand that your feelings about foreign black people, and even that is literally an oxy-fucking-moron. There's no such thing as a foreign black person on the African continent. Ayiko. Like, there's literally just no fucking thing. There's just no fucking such thing. But whatever, sure. A foreign national. Yeah? Until you guys are willing to step back and look at your feelings about that and realize that you actually feel that way about white people, you just feel that you cannot do anything about those white people, so now you turn around and make it black foreign nationals' fault. Until you guys can look at that, accept that, and start to deal with that, we are so fucked, bro. We are so fucked. Like, South Africans, we need to understand, like, we are the America of the continent. We are the America of the African continent. Like, we act like African space Americans. Not, maybe American Africans. Let me do that. I don't know. American like our Africans. That's what I'm just gonna say. That's what we fucking do. That's what we do. That's how we act. And I hope you can feel that, and I hope you feel embarrassed. You should be. We should be. We should be. Like, yes, and the continent loves us so fucking much. Oh my god. We are so loved on this continent. Like, our people are celebrated, our celebrities are celebrated, our shows and entertainment are celebrated, our music is celebrated, our women are celebrated, our cultures are celebrated, and yet, I'm gonna vomit on you. Oh my goodness. And it's literally just us. Like, it's not anyone else. Like, it's like, if South Africans could get our fucking shit together and stop thinking that white people in the country makes us better Africans than the rest of the continental Africans, life could be so rosy, guys. Life could just be so rosy. And I think it's because it's literally that, like, that is the one big, not the one big step, but it is the one step to, like, for African unity, continental African unity, if we got our shit together, if we stopped trying to feel superior, like, for no reason. Like, I actually don't understand. Like, if I could talk, but you can't. Here's the thing. If I could find an intelligent xenophobic, who could meet me at my arguments and give me argument, but no one will ever be able to say that or do that, because xenophobia is inherently irrational. It's inherently irrational, and it's like racism. It's literally like racism. It's black people racism towards other black people. And when you try to debate someone on racism, what are they going to do? They're going to go to emotions. I was robbed by a black person once, and so I'm just so, I'm just cautious. I'm not racist. That's how you sound. That's how you fucking sound. What they're doing to the Latinos there in America, that's what you guys want. Have you seen the images that literally looks like a G-side, like Niakula and Andiazi, like, what's the medicine? I don't know what's the medicine. Like, because you guys don't want to listen. You don't want to read, and that's the medicine I know. That's why I'm like this. So, oh my gosh, it's just 10 minutes of me just.
And I wanted to tell you guys about this video that I just watched. Heard loud and clear, go fix your country. We don't need you here. A heated confrontation between a South African activist and a Ghanaian immigrant is shaking the internet. Okay. Listen, I've been to South Africa before, and that was back in 2016. I went to Cape Town. And I thought it was a beautiful place. The people were beautiful and nice to me and everything. I really had a wonderful, wonderful experience. I remember my sister, Ella, I love her to death. And so many other people that I really, really, really appreciate who actually were wonderful people in South Africa. This situation that's going on is pretty sad, Africa should connect as a whole, right? So it shouldn't be people going against other Africans or other immigrants telling them to get out of their country. Granted, the situations that happen with South Africa and how South Africans, naturally born, bred South Africans that have ancestral to their territory, they should have a percentage of their land and stuff. There shouldn't be a whole bunch of whites that own the land. I agree with that. But I don't agree with them going to different places and telling certain immigrants or people from other countries to leave and get out. I mean, did you create this land? Did you create this world? Because if you did, I guess I'm missing something. Isn't this world created by God in heaven? I mean, and who are you to say that this person has to leave because they're an immigrant? It doesn't make sense to me, right? And then my Ghanaian brother, your country is already being fixed. Why would she even say that? Like, go back to your country and fix your country. Listen, Ghana people are the most peaceful and loving people. So for you to go attack or go to him and tell him this, you're really doing a disservice. Because had you go to his country and decide to live and have to stay, they'll treat you as if you are a regular, wonderful person too. As long as you're not doing no sideways stuff. As long as there's nobody doing any sideways stuff in your country, causing wars or drama or crazy stuff, I get it. But if people are peacefully living, they're emerging your culture, they're married to South Africans, they have made a life there, they have built, leave them alone. If anything you can do is, why can't you spread a little love? Why can't you encourage people? Why do you have to be evil and have people leave out of hospitals, leave out of places? That is wrong. And you are putting wrongness on yourself and on your future generation when you do this. I don't know what is operating or what is operating in you that's causing you to do that, because that's hate. It's not good. And it's not a good look. Now, South Africa, I love the movies. I love the touring, the things of that sort. But this is not a good look for South Africa, and it should change. You know what I mean? Fight for the things that you really need to fight for, like fighting for land for your people, like fighting for equality. What happened to Nelson Mandela? Would Nelson Mandela do this to this Ghanaian man? Would Nelson Mandela make people come out of their hospital rooms and stuff? I think not. Maybe you need to go back to the trajectory and really pray about what you're doing. Because it doesn't look cute and it doesn't look nice. And if anything, you're blocking people from coming further to South Africa, wanting to pour into, wanting to be. What about those of us who are African, who have African descent from there? Are you going to say the same thing to them because they're from America or Europe or Italy or any other place? Or what if it's a person that's from Ghana decides to come there and they have heritage from South Africa, from those tribes? Are you going to say something again about them too? I'm sorry, this is wrong. Wrong on all levels. And I'm going to speak about it because it's wrong. So, sweetheart, please, you need to do some prayer, some deep searching, and maybe ask God to reveal to you different things that you're doing is wrong. And the things that are right to do that.
South Africans living in Ghana. South Africans living in Ghana. Can you people leave our country? South Africans in Ghana, can you people leave? Enough of this nonsense. South Africans living in Ghana, can you people leave? Leave before we start our own, because we will not take it from you people. We will not take it to Honorable Okujato Ablakwa. Please do something about it. South Africans living in Ghana, can you leave our country? Can you also go back to your country and fix your country? South Africans living in Ghana, can you people leave?
The Ghanaian government opened a diplomatic talk with South African government over the xenophobic videos attack we see going viral on socials. Now, the Nigerian government of particular concern left the group. President Bola Tinubu and his confused group of dealers in their kangaroo chamber, they left the group because they don't know what it means to be a functioning system. They don't know what it means to be a government that's interested in her people. Look at Ghana. How many videos of Ghanaians have you seen being attacked in South Africa? And how many videos of Nigerians have you seen being attacked in South Africa? What did the Nigerian government do? Nothing. Because they cannot even protect their citizens in Nigeria. But look at Ghana. I watched the video myself of a Ghanaian minister talking about the attack, condemning the attack. And he went on to say they've not recovered the body of any Ghanaian that had been unalived in South Africa. But he was condemning the attack. One of their diplomatic leader in South Africa was also condemning the attack in their embassy. What did the Nigerian government do? 3 weeks ago, when South Africans started with this attack again, they are tagging it because of the Igbo king that was crowned in South Africa. What did the Nigerian government do? They went on to apologize to South Africans. They apologized to them. They're still beating and assaulting and harassing Nigerians in South Africa. Till today, they forgot so soon all the sacrifices that Nigeria made for South Africa to get them out of shackles. But look at Ghana. We have our basketballs online, but we know a system that is working, that's interested in her people. You Ghanaians, you might be thinking that your system is not working. You might be thinking that your system is corrupt. Come to Nigeria and identify yourself as a Nigerian. Have a feeling of what it means to be a giant of Africa in corruption and dwarf of Africa in development and caring for her citizens. Maybe you people then will have a rethink and start thanking God for your system. Even if only the word alone, even if it's just that statement alone, sending that message out there to South Africans and to say, no, you cannot mess up with Ghanaians living in your country. You must follow due process. Even if you think that they don't have the right documentation, follow due process. You have no right to assault or to attack anybody because you're not the law enforcement agent. Even the law enforcement agents must follow due process. That message alone is clear to make any Ghanaian living in South Africa or in any part of the world to beat their chest and say, yes, we have a system that protects us. Look at Nigerians. You have a cookie. Shamelessness is what you have in governance in Nigeria. They run and apologize to South Africa. They have been attacking Nigerians left, right, and center since that day till today. Even before then, they've been attacking Nigerians. When Nigerians were being attacked by Ghanaians as well, Nigerian government did nothing about it. Always leave us to fend for ourselves. Such a shame. It's a shame.
Have you all seen this viral video of this South African woman who led a pack of bullies to this Ghanaian guy, expressing how they do not want Africans in their community anymore? And I found it interesting simply because there is a similarity I have noticed in oppressed communities. I've come to realize that the abused ends up being the abuser. I mean, it's the same thing with America. When you see the way they speak poorly about Africans and the rest, it's the same thing with South Africa. Would rather be these at the bottom, not being able to speak to their oppressors, but would have energy for other people who look like them. And now she's saying, oh, we don't want Africans from other Africa. But when, during apartheid, Nigeria, for example, where I'm from, we all contributed for them to get the freedom, at least the freedom on paper, which they have today, but nobody remembers all that. Now, that is aside. One of the reasons why this video piqued my interest was simply because I recently had a conversation with a Nigerian who lives overseas and was telling me how he doesn't want to invest in Nigeria, wants to invest in other African countries. And I kind of feel like a lot of people who make such decisions, they do it because maybe they are not really exposed and they live in La La Land. I've been fortunate to have lived in several countries, and one thing I know is when it comes to your home, when they say there is no place like home, nobody's talking about the comfort. They are talking about, this is my home. This is where I am accepted. And so we could have our internal strife, our struggles, infrastructure, and things like that. But your home is your home. I don't think in my right senses, I would run away from a society where I feel I am oppressed and then move to a xenophobic society. I would not do that because I can't imagine having to deal with a black person and deal with a white person and deal with an Indian person at the same time. So for the love of God, I don't know what's in South Africa that you Africans are going there. I mean, of course, definitely in terms of infrastructure, it is better and things like that. But if these people don't want you, you can as well just go back home. But while you guys are saying other Africans should go home, I hope you also know that a lot of South Africans are also living in these African countries. And sometimes we all start things that we cannot finish. That is the problem. Because the truth is, the next African person who is just living their life is not your problem. It's not your problem. But you clearly do not realize that because you're so filled with hate, you're so beaten, you're downtrodden, that you do not realize that focusing on your life will get you to where you are, as opposed to focusing to other people who look like you are just trying to survive as well. But hey, it's what it is. But this is just a lesson to other Africans, especially Nigerians that like to marry anything that, see, home is home. Home is home, and you better start valuing yourself.
South Africa was forced to believe they had the best warriors, the Zulu warriors. But it was all a lie. South Africans are meant to believe they are the bravest, they are the smartest. But it's all a lie. You were colonized until 1994, when other African countries got their independence way before. You are not any strong. You have just been manipulated by your master. Yeah, and the master is still there. At least us as other African countries, we are being ruled by fellow African men. Behind the curtain, South Africa is being ruled by the same people who colonized it. Don't think we ain't seeing.
So we are still on the South Africa xenophobia that is going on, and the brutalizing of a Ghanaian citizen by South Africa citizen, telling him to go back to his country, to go and face his country. And the good news is the fact that the foreign minister of Ghana, Samuel Okudzeto-Ablakwa, have actually addressed that issue. And this is what he said. I am also able to confirm that since yesterday, I have been in contact with Ghanaian High Commissioner in South Africa, His Excellency Benjamin Kusha, according to the response. So they are doing everything possible to bring those that perpetrate this evil to justice, and the South Africa government are actually complying fast. And this is one thing I love about Ghana. We have seen it over time. This is not the first time that the foreign affairs minister is standing up for Ghanaians that have been maltreated. We saw what they did to some Israeli officials, that actually they deported them back because Israeli official actually deported some Ghanaian official back to Ghana when they touched down Israel. So Ghana had to pay them back by deporting their own citizen back to Israel because what they did to Ghana, in Ghana. And it's not a new thing, because the Ghanaian government have said it over time. If you maltreat our citizen, we will extend that same thing to your own citizen. So he have swing into action, and trust me, something is going to be done about it. And as for the young guy, they said he is safe, he is sound, he has been given a good shelter till investigation, continue. But this is what I want to tell you to South Africa. South Africa, you people are shameless. In the whole African country, you people are the most useless set of people. I never wanted to use this word, but because of your attitude, I have to use it. You people are under your colonial master up till date. You people are still slave to your colonial master up till date. Because tell me, why will a Mozungu create another country, another Mozungu country, that it is only Mozungu that can enter into that country with their own currency in your own country, and you are brutalizing other fellow Africa. You are brutalizing your fellow Africa. When it comes to Nigeria, they claim that, oh, Nigerians are bad, Nigerians are this. Now they extend it to Ghana. We saw what they did to Zimbabwe, Somalia, Malawi. They did it to every African country that is not a South African citizen that visit South Africa. That is what they do. And I don't know why you Africa keep going to South Africa without immigrants like you people claim, without foreigners like you people claim, because I don't know why a fellow black man, an African man, will be calling another African man foreigner in an African continent, in an African country. It doesn't make sense. And I don't know why you people keep visiting South Africa without foreigner like you claim they are foreigner. South Africa will fall. You guys are lazy. You guys are wicked. Your women are even more dubious, treacherous, notorious than even the men. Do we want to talk about what they did to a Nigerian guy earlier this year, January? An Uber guy that was hustling, taking care of his life quietly. A cab guy. We saw what South African people did to him. How many are we going to count? Anyway, kudos to Ghanaian government, because if it's for Nigerian government, they wouldn't have cared.
Breaking news. Ghanaian government is very concerned of Ghanaians living in South Africa. So the Ghanaian Minister of Foreign Affairs placed deep concerns of Ghanaians living in South Africa. He's also telling them that they need to take care of themselves. So this is after a viral video came up showing a Ghanaian surrounded by a group of South Africans who are harassing him. But you need to understand this. It's not all South Africans who are doing this. There is a specific group of South Africans who are going around targeting the black people in South Africans. So they are saying that they don't want any foreigners in their own country. But mind you, they are not targeting the white people or any other person. When you see all these videos, they are all going for the black people in South Africa. And they came across these Ghanaians. This Ghanaian, he had all the proper paperwork. He was just traveling tourism, only for tourism. He was in a South African community just to see. When you travel to a country, you go to their community to see how they live. You taste their food, to experience the culture. This is exactly what this Ghanaian was doing. But this group of people, they went to this guy and they started harassing him, telling him that he needs to go back to his own country. This is not the first time that is happening. There is a lot of videos showing this group of people going around harassing black foreigners in South Africa.
So it's just sad, it is just sad seeing South Africans do this to their fellow Africans. At first it was Nigerians and they were complaining about Nigerians doing certain things in their country. The question that I have to ask any South African watching this video, probably supporting what these guys did, is that what have Ghanaians also done in their country? What crime have they committed to warrant this attack or harassment from this group of South Africans? What have Ghanaians done, or what has that particular Ghanaian done to deserve that? You see, people travel. No matter how your country is developed, you will still travel. Americans are in Africa, Americans are in Ghana, Americans are in South Africa, but America is way developed. People travel everywhere. One thing that I all the time say is that if you are a foreigner in another man's country, all you have to do is just behave yourself. Watch the people, what they like, what they don't like, and go according to. If you go into another man's country and you misbehave, that one, if they are dealing with you, I don't have a problem because you caused it. But if it gets to a point that the person has done nothing and you are basically going to town, confronting them and harassing them, bro, that is too much. That is you going beyond, because this person is in your country. The authorities are there doing their work. If he is someone who is illegal in your country, the authorities are supposed to deal with the person, you see. And also to the Ghanaians that were saying Nigeria must go, Nigeria must go, they went out, protested and all that. I said in so many videos that I made at the time that, listen, I don't support sacking all Nigerians, because it's not every Nigerian who is basically committing crime in Ghana. So Nigeria must go is not something that I support. Probably what they could do was to just inform the authorities, the Ghanaian authorities, that this and that are the things that these like Nigerians are doing, and they want the authorities to take action, legal action against them. You understand? That I don't have an issue with it. So please, let's respect ourselves. South Africa, you guys have huge problems, though, and I know definitely it is not like more than dealing with like your fellow Africans. So more than dealing with, you have huge problems that you need to confront. And I know if you decide to do that, the whole of Africa will support you. So do that one rather, and not your fellow Africans, please. Thank you so much for watching.